Okay, first and foremost, before I get into it, I want to share a little insight, yeah, as always. Um, when working with fiberglass resin, there's a lot of guys out there that see guys working around fiberglass, and their safety equipment is not a lot of guys are doing it. Okay, they're, the guys watch the videos, they see the guys wearing something like this. Okay, these are these are the they call them respirator masks. Okay, but these are not respirators, guys. Okay, these are dust masks. They keep you from breathing in the sanding, the dust created whenever you sand or grind on the fiberglass. Okay, not a good idea to use during the laying of the fiberglass. Okay, these do not get rid of the vapors. The vapors pass right through these and goes right in your lungs. Okay, I've even over the years I've been guilty of it, thinking, oh, it's just a small job, I don't worry about, I'll be okay. Collectively, over time, it's caused me breathing problems today. So if you've already laid the fiberglass and you're grinding and sanding and stuff, by all means, yes. Okay, these will stop the dust. You won't breathe the dust, the polyester resin dust in and damage your lungs that way. But when you are laying the liquid resin before it's cured, it gives off fumes. You need an actual mask an actual respirator. Okay, this guy goes over your mouth. You have your breathers here on both sides. This one stops vapors. It's more expensive, yes, but how expensive are lungs to transplant? You know, gotta gotta keep safety up. Also, when using resin, um, use some kind of gloves. You know, these guys, these are you buy them by the box. Okay, they're that cheap. The box is only, I don't know, $4 or $5, and you get it. Yeah, you run around looking like a doctor, and your hands get sweaty, but you know what? It keeps the chemicals off of your skin. Uh, the Not only the fiberglass resin itself, the polyester resin is uh, harmful to your skin. Excuse me. Let me put this back in here. So I'm pretty much ready to start doing it this job. Not only is the fiberglass polyester resin harmful to your skin, but the catalyst. The catalyst, the way I was taught, the catalyst is organic peroxide. and it is not meant to be absorbed through your skin. You don't want to get this stuff on you. You don't want to breathe it. Okay? Again, get the respirator. It's cheap insurance. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's do it in the next video. Okay. I'm going to go over some of the things we're going to be using. Uh, what you need to invest in. And it's not hard. Other than your actual resin, the things you'll need are buckets, just regular plastic painting buckets. Okay, and I use 3 different sizes. Uh, the 3 sizes I use the 2-gallon. Okay, this one is what I keep to wash my rollers and stuff when I'm done. It's wide enough that it fits the rollers and everything down in it. I use straight acetone to clean up and wash things. Okay. Then I also use the 1-quart cups. This I basically use as a measure so that I can measure out my resin, and I'll take this, fill it to the 1 quart, and I'll put it in the 2.5 quart, empty it out into there, put this back in the big bucket as a dipper, basically. Once in here, I've got 1 quart. Okay. Then you're going to use you'll need paint paddles to stir, and this is the catalyst. This is organic peroxide. Okay. This is one of the reasons you wear this. Okay. Yeah, fun stuff. On what basically it is this is just a bottle. You squeeze the bottle, pushes it up the tube, out the little spigot, and fills this little cup. And around here are marks. It's marked at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30 up to 35 cc's. I don't know if you can see the markings on those or not. Okay, but basically what it is, the mix rate for this is 0.5%. Okay, break that down and do the math. It's just shy of 10 cc's per quart of resin. Okay, it's actually 9.5 cc's per quart of resin. That gives you a respectably long working time. I've seen a lot of instances where guys are, well, if this is enough, well, this would be better. No, not the case. What happens to that is they get a third or halfway through laying their fiberglass, and they're rushing, and they turn around to dip their roller, and suddenly it hits a solid block of fiberglass because the resin sets up on them too fast. Using that other formula, you get a, I mean, you're going to mix it and go, but you want to have enough go time to get it all used up before it hardens in the bucket. That's waste. And at the price of this stuff, you don't want to waste it. Okay? To actually apply it, I've seen a lot of guys just run around with these buckets, stir it up, and then get them a paintbrush and sit there. I'm trying to do this shit before it hardens up. Not happening, dude. Sorry. Which is why I use this bucket after it's mixed rather than this bucket, because the way I lay it out, are these little rollers. The short ones. They're just like the big 9-inch ones, but they're short. They fit perfectly in these buckets. You can move them around. These actually will fit almost all the way down in this bucket, but it won't go clear to the bottom. The other one, now this is for your, the wide open spaces, anything that you can get to. Okay, when you get into trying to put the resin into a small area, a crack or a crevice, I switch up and use this one. Still the short one. Still too long to go in this. Okay, which is why I use this, and it perfectly fits all the way to the bottom. So you roll your fiberglass resin on, which we all call wetting it out. Okay, I roll this directly onto the base, the metal, or whatever you're fiberglassing, and then I go back, lay my fiberglass mat, I lay it dry, and then I roll more of the resin on top. Not much more. I mean, I don't glob it on. Then once you get that done, then you have to switch over. Remember I said that we had 2 sets of rollers? Well, these are the other rollers. And if you look real close, they're solid metal. They're grooved. They're just like a paint roller, but they're grooved, and these grooves grab the air that's in the mat and force it out and roll, basically compress the fiberglass mat and gets rid of the excess resin. You use these extensively. The more you use these, the better production you'll get of your fiberglass, because you won't end up with what we call resin-rich fiberglass. Resin-rich fiberglass looks pretty, smooth, Yeah, it's because you got way too much polyester resin and not enough glass. Mix up a quart at a time with 10 cc's of the organic catalyst, and just it's not that hard, guys. People act like this is really, oh my God, this is something I can't do. You can do it. You just have to know. You have to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. And that's pretty much covers everything that you're going to see me doing here in the next video or two. I am actually getting ready to encapsulate some metal on the bottom of this car, and I'll get it set up and let you guys watch, and hopefully you can learn something from it and take it back and put it in your arsenal and use it for your builds. But thanks for watching. Watch the next videos, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.